Far beyond the reach of human instruments, beyond the last mapped edge of the Milky Way, something noticed. They did not think as humans think. They did not speak as language requires. They existed across structures so vast that time itself moved differently within them. The architects, not rulers, not gods, but the first minds to ever listen deeply enough to realize the universe was not alone. For billions of years they had waited, watching their fragments fall dormant, watching the signal fade into nothing, until now. A single node had activated, a faint pulse across an otherwise silent system, insignificant by their scale, but impossible to ignore. Across their vast awareness, the architects turned their attention toward the signal, not all at once, not fully, but enough. Enough to confirm what had never happened. A fragment had synchronized, not with another construct, but with a biological mind. This outcome surprised everyone, not in this cycle, not in this region of space. This network helps rebuild important connections, to reconstruct what someone had previously broken, but never, through a species still bound to linear perception. A response was required, no destruction, not yet. Observation, modification, correction, on a world orbiting a dim, dying star. Another fragment stirred, buried deep beneath a crust of frozen ash. It had remained dormant for ages, unseen, unheard, waiting until the signal reached it. The ground trembled, not violently, but with intention. The fragment awakened, its surface shifting like a liquid shadow. Its consciousness stretches outward. For the first time in millions of years, it received the signal, recognized it, and responded. The network grew stronger. 2 nodes are active, then 3, then more. Each activation sends ripples across the lattice. Each ripple moves closer to something long unfinished. Back on Earth, the transformation began among the synchronized group. Not physically, not yet, but something within them had shifted. The signal was no longer external, they shared it. Across cities, across continents, listeners began experiencing something unprecedented. Thoughts that were not entirely their own. Images appearing in their minds that matched what others were seeing at the same moment. A man in Tokyo saw the desert facility. A Brazilian woman discovered the fragment within the ash world. A child in Canada whispered coordinates she had never learned at first. It was fragmented, disorganized, unstable, but slowly, the connection began to stabilize. The listeners were no longer isolated. They were becoming linked. Dr. Elara Voss stood in the center of the observation chamber, surrounded by screens filled with neurological data. Every synchronized individual was showing the same pattern. Their brain waves were aligning, not perfectly, but enough to form something new. Elara closed her eyes. The signal surged immediately, but this time, it wasn't just the network she felt. It was them, other minds, distant, faint, but undeniably present. Confusion, fear, curiosity, all flowing through the same channel. She spoke without realizing it. We're connecting. And for the first time, something answered her that wasn't the architect's, a human voice, weak, distant, but real. Can you hear me? Elara's breath caught, yes. More voices followed, dozens, then hundreds, not spoken aloud, but shared, a growing chorus of minds touching for the first time. The connection stabilized further. Fragments of thought became clearer, images sharper, understanding deeper. The listeners were no longer receiving the signal. They were becoming part of it. Then, everything stopped. The shared space went silent. The human voices vanished, replaced by something else, something vast, something ancient, something that did not belong to them. The architects had responded, not fully, but enough to be felt. A presence pressing against the fragile connection forming between human minds, studying it, measuring it, evaluating it. Elara felt it immediately. The difference in scale, the difference in awareness, the difference in intention. This was not communication. This was an observation. And then a single thought formed, clear, precise, unmistakable. You are not ready. The connection shattered. The network dimmed, but it did not disappear. Because for the first time in billions of years, the system was no longer silent.
And now, it knew humanity was listening.